storytelling and writing. We're looking at the gorgeous visuals on the screen, but as many of you know who've seen Shinkai-san's films, and it's not merely a beautiful thing to look at, but the stories are quite moving and quite profound. In fact, when I was in Tokyo, I showed 5 centimeters per second to a writer friend of mine, and he just felt the quality of the stories themselves. There's 3 linked short fictions, actually, was just astonishing. Can you talk a little bit about your writing process, Shinkai-san? How you start drafting a story and how it comes together?
ですね、作品によってちょっとずつ違うんですけど、一番最初に思い浮かぶのは大体言葉なんですね。登場人物のセリフです。例えば秒速5センチメートルではヒロインの女の子が来年も一緒に桜が見れるといいよねっていうふうに言うんですけど、そういう言葉が普通にこう街を歩いてると思い浮かんだりするんですね。それを書き留めておいて家に帰ってそのセリフを言わせるためにはどういう物語が必要かというのを後からじっくり組み立てていくという形を取ることが多いですね。
So actually I start with words. In 5 centimeters per second, one of the lines that one of the characters says is, I hope that we can see the cherry blossoms together again next year. So using that line, I think about what sort of an image, what sort of a situation you would have that sort of a line in, and then the story sort of grows from there.
あとはですね、例えばよくそのどうやって物語書いてるんですかって聞かれるんですけど、あともう一つ僕はいろんな人に影響を受けてるんですけど、一つは村上春樹の作品がすごく好きだったんですね。大学でも国文学の勉強をしていたんですけど、あんまり勉強しないで村上の作品ばかり読んでいたんですが、で文章を書くことが、彼の影響もあると思うんですがすごく好きなんです。ですから最終的に作るのは映像なんですけど、最初小説のような形でまず文章で、仕上げていくんですね。それがね、もう一つのやり方です。
Well, and another thing I do is I take inspiration from the works that I like. When I was a student, I actually was a literature major, but really I just spent all of my time reading Miyazaki's books, which I really, really enjoyed. So, I mean, Murakami Haruki's novels. And this is a question I'm asked often. So that's another thing that I do is I look for inspiration from the works that I really enjoy.
It struck me very recently, actually after finishing Murakami Haruki's forthcoming novel, Ichikuhachion, 1Q84, I guess in English, which is not a giveaway to anyone. It features a love story. And a story of 2 people who are trying to get back together after having an initial encounter, a romantic encounter. I'm not telling anymore. But of course, as I was reading it, I suddenly thought, wow, that seems familiar. And as many of you know who've seen Shinkai-san's work, they often feature love stories, and often quite melancholic love stories about losing touch, losing contact with the person of your affections. So I wondered if I could ask you a kind of blunt question. Do you think love is doomed?
Love isn't doomed, I think. 現実の恋愛はうまくいくことよりも確率的にはうまくいかないことの方が多いわけです。初恋の相手と誰もが結ばれるわけではないですから。ですのでアニメーション作品の中でも この人とこの人は結ばれてうまくいきましたよという話を書くよりは、まあ不幸にもね恋愛は叶わなかったでもそれでも、まあそれでも別に全てそれで絶望する必要はなくて他にも美しいものや幸せなものっていうのが他にもあるんだよっていうことを作品の中で示すことができればその方が共感を、持ってもらうことができるんじゃないかと思って、まあ、悲恋をねうまくいかない恋愛を描いています。
Well, I mean, I think love isn't doomed, of course. But, you know, in real life, love doesn't always work out. You know, sometimes your first love, you don't end up with that person that you fell in love with and things like that. So, I mean, I think I'm just really reflecting what real life is like. And also, you know, in the stories, even if you don't end up with the person you like, you can still enjoy life and you can still enjoy the beautiful things in life. And I think that that's really the message that I was trying